This is class 10 CBSE Economics Chapter 1 Development Part 5. Sustainability of development. That means economic development that is conducted without depletion of natural resources. That means development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Suppose for the present that a particular country is quite developed. Think that any country is quite developed one. We would certainly like this level of development to go up further or at least be maintained for future generations. So what we would like to do this means we have to take that development into that next level or at least maintain the same development for future generations. This is obviously desirable. However, since the second half of the 20th century, a number of scientists have been warning that the present type and levels, that is present type of development levels, are not sustainable. That means they are not doing the development without depletion of natural resources. Let us understand why this is so through the following examples. Here they are given that two examples. Now example 1, that is groundwater in India. Recent evidence suggests that the groundwater is under serious threat of overuse in many parts of the country India. About 300 districts, overall India, 300 districts have reported a water level decline over 4 meters during the past 20 years. For the past 20 years, the groundwater level decline for over 4 meters in almost 300 districts of India. Nearly 1/3 of the country is overusing their groundwater reserves. If it is continues further, so in another 25 years, 60% of the country would be doing the same if the present way is using this resource continues. Groundwater overuse particularly found. Why they are overused? The groundwater means particularly found in the agriculturally purposes, especially in the regions of Punjab and Western Uttar Pradesh, because these two states are considered as the wheat bowl and sugar bowl of India. Hot rock plateau areas of central and South India, some coastal areas and the rapidly growing urban settlements. So groundwater overuse found in that particular regions, especially for that agricultural purpose, that is in the Punjab and Western Uttar Pradesh, then hard rock plateau areas of central and South India, then some coastal areas and the rapidly growing urban settlements. For rapidly growing urban settlements means because of the domestic purposes and also the due to the increase of the population in the urban areas. Here two questions they asked here. We'll just solve this question. Why groundwater is overused? The reason is for the growing population. So for the growing population, it has the greater demands for water for the domestic purpose, and also next one is for the irrigation purpose. So especially the agriculturists through the tube wells sucking out the groundwater, and next one is after pollution of rivers and lakes by the increasing industrialization, groundwater becomes the single source of the fresh water. Next question is, can there be development without overuse? Yes, is there. The development is there without the overuse of the groundwater. That is, if we practice sustainable development. How means, instead of using groundwater for irrigation, we can be use the sprinklers for the agriculture. Next one is rainwater harvesting. This is the good alternative. For that, rainwater harvesting can help and conserve the water. Groundwater is an example of renewable resources. These resources are replenished by nature, as in the case of crops and plants. However, even these resources may be overused. So, groundwater is the good example of the renewable resource. It can be replenished by nature. In the case of crops and plants is there means. But however, these resources may be continuously overused. For example, in the case of groundwater, if we use more than what is being replenished by rain, then we would be overusing this resource. So how much we are getting the rain, even though we are using that more than that means we are overusing this resource. So it causes the great depletion. Non-renewable resources are those which will get exhausted after years of use. We have a fixed stock on earth which cannot be replenished. The non-renewable resources is fixed on the earth because it cannot be replenished. We do discover new resources that we did not know of earlier. So we have to discover the new resources, that means new alternate resources that we did not know of earlier. New sources in this way add to the stock. So if we found new sources, so it add to the stock of the world. That means stock in the resources. However, over time, even this will get exhausted. So, however, over time, after added in the stock, suppose it's found the new source and added in the stock, in that stock also if we start to use overly, so this resource also will get exhausted. For example, crude oil that we extract from the earth is a non-renewable resource. However, we may find a source of oil that we did not know of earlier. Explorations are being undertaken all the time. Example 2, exhaustion of natural resources. Look at that following data for crude oil. Here 3 regions, that means given here Middle East, United States of America and overall world. Reserves according to the 2017, 1000 million barrels they given here. The number of years reserves will last. How many years it will be come. So it will be there. So that is here given there. First one is Middle East. Almost 808,000 million barrels are reserved there. And it will be last for 70 years only. Next, United States of America, only 50,000 million barrels, and it will last for 10.5 years. That means 10.5 years only, very less years. And world, 1,697,000 million barrels, years, 50.2 years will be last. The table gives an estimate of reserves of crude oil in column 1. More important, it also tells us for how many years the stock of crude oil will last if people continue to extract it at the present rate. At present, how we are using that crude oil, in same way if we use that, in how many years the stock of crude oil will be lost if the people continue to extract it at the present rate. The reserves would last only 50 years more in overall. This is for the world as a whole. However, different countries face different situations. Countries like India depend on importing oil from abroad because they do not have enough stocks of their own. So India do not have enough stock for our own. So that's what we are importing. We are depending other countries to import the oil for the use. If prices of oil increase, this becomes a burden for everyone, because there are countries like USA which have low reserves, that means only 10.5 years only it will be last, that also 50,000 million barrels only is there as a reserve, and hence want to secure oil through military or economic power. So America, we know that it's a powerful country in that military and as well as the economic level. So through the military power and through the economic power, they made that especially the Middle East countries under their control to supply the oil continuously to that America. USA, through military, they secure the oil from the Iraq, and through economic power from that other Gulf countries. The question of sustainability of development raises many fundamentally new issues about the nature and process of development. So here two questions they asked here. We'll solve this. We'll find the answer. Is crude oil essential for the development process in a country? Discuss. Of course, it is very essential for the development process. Almost 97% of the energy we are using for transportation, cars, trains and airplanes throughout the world. For industries, it is the important raw material, and also it generates heat, drive machinery and fuel vehicles. Next one, India has to import crude oil. What problems do you anticipate for the country looking at the above situation? So India ranked 4th largest importer of crude oil according to the 2018. As there is no resource of crude oil to meet the larger level of requirements, but as economically the government has to spend more and more money to purchase it from other countries. So we have to allot more and more money for the purchase for the import of the crude oil itself. This is not beneficial as economically. Consequences of environmental degradation do not respect national or state boundaries. This issue is no longer region or nation specific. See, this environmental degradation is do not respect national or state boundaries. It's apart from that. This issue is no longer region or nation specific. This issue is carried only this nation, that region, this region is not like that. This problem, this environmental degradation problem is spread out throughout the world. Our future is linked together. So together throughout all the national, that means all the countries together has to work out. Sustainability of development is comparatively a new area of knowledge in which scientists, economists, philosophers and other social scientists are working together. So they have to work together, then only we have to find the solution. The solution is there, that is sustainability of development. In general, the question of development or progress is perennial. At all times, as a member of society and as individuals, we need to ask where we want to go. So next development level, where we want to go, what we wish to become and what our goals are. So the debate on development continues. Your lesson completed. Thank you.